my name is Lavanya, Assistant Professor from CSIT Department in MLR Institute of Technology. Today we'll discuss HTML frame tag, right? What is frame and what is about frame set tag and attributes of frames and attributes of frame set tags and examples of both. Okay, and coming to frame, what is frame, right? First, in HTML page, right? In any HTML page, I want to divide the web page in the form of frames, right? This frame tag is used when you have to insert some certain frames. You have to divide your web page some certain frames. To add more frames, you have to use frame tag, right? HTML frames are used to divide the web browser window into multiple sections, right? This is one web browser window, right? This is one web browser window, right? For dividing this web browser window into multiple sections, this is one section, this is one section, and this is one section, right? For that, we need to use frame tag where each section can be loaded separately, right? In login page, in Gmail page, right? Gmail window is there, right? Here you can, one part of section is visible, and here our mails are visible, right? Here two sections are separated, right? Here we can see inbox, handbox, draft box, and all are there, right? This is one separate section, and here this is one separate section. Here we can divide two frames. The Gmail, here two frames are divided in here, right? This sizes, we can give the size of frames also, right? For example, I need to divide my web browser into two parts, two sections, right? Here I need to give the headings, right? And based upon these headings, by clicking on these headings, here some text is visible, right? For example, my biodata, my professional experiences, right? Those all are inserted here, and regarding that title information is stored here. By clicking on that title, we can visible the information here, right? This is for this separation we need to use frame tag, right? And here each and every window is loaded separately, right? A frame set tag is the collection of frames in the browser window, right? For separating these, for dividing these sections, these frames, we need to use frame set tag, right? Frame set tag means it's a collection of frames, right? Here I need to divide two frames, right? And here I need to divide four frames, right? Four sections, four parts, right? Collection of these all our frames is called as frame set, right? And here one warning is there: do not use body tag, right? Do not use body tag when using frames. When you have to deal with the frames, then you do not use body tag, right? Use frame set instead of body. Instead of body, we need to use frame set tag, not inside body. Similarly, no other tags like paragraphs, etc. can be used along with the frames except inside the no frames tags. You want to use paragraph, then you can use no frames tag. If you have to deal with the frames tags, then no need to use body tag. Don't use body tag. This is the warning of the frame tag, right? And next, frame set tag. What is frame set tag? Already we discussed, frame set is the collection of frames, right? Collection of frames is called as frame set. The frame set tag is used to divide the browser screen into HTML frames, right? This frame set tag is the divide browser screen into HTML frames, right? Frame set, frame 1 src equals to frame 2 and frame 3, like this, right? Collection of frames are called as frame set tag, right? It may include the number of frames, locations, and their characteristics also, right? In these frames, we need to use the location of frames also and their characteristics also, right? These all are about frame set. This collection of all the frames, the characteristics and locations is called as frame set, right? And HTML frame set tag attributes. The most common, important and commonly used attributes of HTML frame set tag is rows, right? This is one attribute of frame set, and column is one attribute of frame set, and color of the border, right? These all are the attributes of frame set tags, right? Here, what is row attribute? What is the work of row attribute? Right? The attribute is used to divide the screen horizontally. If you have to use row, then this attribute is divide the web browser screen into parts horizontally. Divide the web browser screen into horizontally, right? Into multiple rows. These values can be specified as follows. Right? How can we use? Right? This rows is measured as number of pixels. Right? Here frame set tag is there. Right? I want to divide the web browser screen into rows. Right? Horizontally, divide the screen into horizontally. That's why we need to use rows tag. And here 200 and 400. Both are the pixels. First row, first frame and second frame. Right? Two frames are there. First frame size is 200 pixels and 400 is the second frame size. Right? And here we need to mention the frame set percentage. Right? 25 and 45. 2 percentages are there. Entire screen is considered as 100%, right? Within 100%, the 25% I need to insert frame 1, right? First selection, right? First part, right? And second part I want to mention as 45%. 45% I want to use frame set 2, right? This percentage, this ratio I need to divide as a rows, right? Frame set rows equals to 25% and 45%. Two frames are there. First frame is the 25% and second frame size is 45%. Right? And this symbol indicates the remaining space. 100% is there, right? Here 25 and 45 is completed. The remaining space is considered as star. Right? And this is the percentage, how we can divide the frames, right? How we can divide the window into frames, right? And this is the, we need to find as pixels, right? And like this we need to divide the screen, and the star symbol is for indicates the remaining space, right? And next attribute, what is frame set tag? Next attribute is column, right? Column means if you want to divide, divide the frames into columns like this, right? Like this, I need to insert, divide the window, right? This attribute is used to divide the screen vertically and into multiple columns. The number and dimensions of the vertical frames are specified, right? Specified as a list of values separated by commas, right? Previously rows equals to 25% and 45%, comma 45%, right? Here we need to use columns keyword, right? Columns attribute, same pixels, size is measured as pixels, and here frame set as the tag, and I want to divide the web browser into window into two columns, right? 25% and 35%, right? The remaining space is mentioned as star, right? And next attribute is border. Next attribute is border, right? Like this I need to divide, right? I want to separate two frames with borders, right? This attribute is used to specify the thickness of all borders, and this is size is also mentioned in the form of pixels, right? Of the HTML frames defined with the HTML frame set tag. These all our attributes are defined within the frame set tag only, right? Here the columns 25%, 30%, and the remaining space is also there, right? I need to mention the border size also, right? Border size is 5 pixels, right? 5 pixels. Based on this thickness, it will divide as a columns, right? These all are the attributes of frame set tag, and one more attribute is also there, that is border color, right? Row is one attribute, column is one attribute, and the border is one attribute. Border color is also one attribute, right? It is used to specify the color of borders or the HTML frames, right? I need to divide the window into two frames with border pink color or else blue color, right? Then also you can mention the color of the borders also, right? This is one more attribute of the frame set tag. And what is frame tag, right? The frame tag is used to specify the characteristics of HTML frame, right? It specifies the characteristics of HTML frame. Once the browser window is divided into sections, right? Once the browser is divided into sections, two sections are here, sections, and the following characteristic for each section can be specified. You need to, these all are the characteristics for each section, right? First characteristic is the unique name of the section, right? Each and every section is having unique name, and web page address that will be displayed in the HTML frame, right? HTML frame, the web page address is display, right? And many other attributes are there, right? This is about frame tag, right? Frame set attributes are 4, and next the frame tag is here, right? And these all are the element list of frame set tag and also frames, right? These all are the attributes of frame set tag. Already we discussed rows for, so divide the web page window into row wise horizontally and vertically, and borders, mention the borders here for mentioning the border color, right? And next, these are the attributes of frames. First one is source, right? You want, I want to divide window into two frames, right? First, you need to give the source of the frame one also. In frame one, what is the window you want, right? That will give here by using src attribute, right? It is used to give the file or page URL that should be loaded in the frame. By giving the URL, that content should be loaded in frames, right? And you can mention the name also, right? Use it to give a name to frame. It is useful to identify a frame to load a document using links target. By using links also we can load the document, right? Nor size is used to disable frame window resize also, right? These all are the attributes of frames and frame tag, frame set tag, frame tag and frame set tag, right? This is the example of frames, right? First, this is my window, right? This is my window, and I want to divide two frames, right? I want to divide two frames horizontally or vertically, right? Like this. In first frame, I need to insert some picture of rows, right? Here some table or else link, right? First, you need to create frame 1 HTML page, and next you need to give the frame 2 HTML page also, and after that only you have to give the links or the URLs to frame 1 or frame 2, right? Like this. Here frame 1 is first. Frame 1 is the first HTML page. This contain center first name, just normal style is background color, and one heading is there, that is in center only. This is one page, and frame 2 is having second page is background color, some same second frame is the heading. These are the sample example for 2 frames, right? I need to use the frames example. How can you divide, right? First foremost the tag is HTML, next head, after heading title is your wish, want to give the title or not, right? Here my title is frame set example as my title, and close the head tag, right? This title is in the head tag only. After that, normally we can use body tag, right? Here frame set tag we need to use, so that's why body does not use here, right? Don't want to use body, right? Frame set tag is the tag frame set. I want to divide the window into two parts horizontally, right? Here, like this. Like this, I need to divide my window. 35% and 65%, right? This is 100% is there. 35% means this much. 35% and 65%, right? I need to give the source for frame 1 and also frame 2, right? Frame 1 is having first frame 1.html, and second frame is having this pages visible 65% of window, and this page is visible 35% of window, right? So frame src equals to frame1.html and frame src equals to frame2.html. This is the HTML page address, right? And next frame set tag is close and HTML close, right? This is the example program of frame tag, right? Frames example. Here, this is my frame 1 HTML, frame 1 tag, that is background color is pink and MLRT page is here, right? And frame 2 is, this is the example. What is the example? Here some image address is there, right? Frame 1 and frame 2, and this is the example of frames. Here HTML frame is the example, and I have to divide my window as a vertically 50% equal frames equal. And next I need to give here, I need to mention the name of this frame also. My frame name is top, and here my frame name is bottom, and top frame is considering this HTML1.html page and frame1.html page, and this bottom is having frame2.html. Next close the frame set tag, right? Here the page is divided like this, and this MLR80 is this page is load here, and this image, some images load here. Like this is the output of frames, right? Now we'll see how it will execute. The frames are execute. My frame 1 is here. This is my frame 1, and my frame 2 is here. First I need to HTML title is there, right? HTML page header title, and now body, h1 Lavanya is my heading, close h1, right? Next close body. This is my page 1, right? Save it as frame4.html and desktop, right? This is my one frame, one page, and next page is right. This is my next page. I want to save it as frame5.html. This is my second page in the desktop. Save. And now I need to divide these two frames into one window, right? Further, no need to use body, right? Frame set rows equals to 25% My program is here only. To copy that program. Right, here HTML head title is HTML frames and columns, right, border is also there, frame name is top and source of that frame is, right, you need to give the address of that page, right, address of this page here. Okay, give the path here. This is the path of that page, right, you can give the path here. Info.html, right, and next sources you have to give the path here only, but frame5.html, and next frames are tag is close, HTML is close. Let's save it as frame6.html. Right, now it is open. Many frames are there. Close the all and frame 6 is open here. Like this, the page is open, frame columns like okay. This is my program. Open. Next, it will divide like this, right? Like a column wise. Right? This is about frames. And thank you. Next class, we will discuss about forms.